Decoded.
Welcome everyone to Book Decoded. Today we're cracking open the breathing cure for better sleep. Our mission, to really unlock this surprising link between how you breathe and, well, how well you actually sleep. Forget the fancy wearables for just a minute. We're diving into the fundamentals here.
That's exactly right. And I think the core idea from this book is that feeling exhausted isn't just about, the number of hours you're in bed. It's really about the quality of your breathing. So many of us are kind of stuck because we're unknowingly overbreathing or breathing through our mouths. And that just keeps the nervous system constantly on edge in that sort of hyperarousal state.
Okay, let's unpack that. The book seemed to zero in on two main culprits, right? First, there's mouth breathing, which seems kind of obvious. But then there's this other thing, the carbon dioxide sensitivity link. That one felt really counterintuitive.
Yeah, the mouth breathing part, it's just pure inefficiency. The book states it takes about 2.5 times the physical effort compared to nasal breathing, which is, the exact opposite of what your body needs when it's trying to rest. And if you wake up with a dry mouth or throat, that's a big red flag for poor sleep quality right there. Plus, an open mouth makes your airway more likely to collapse. That increases the risk for snoring and even sleep apnea.
Wow, 2.5 times the effort. Okay. And that connects back to the CO2 thing. I'm still wrapping my head around that. If CO2 is waste, how is losing less of it better?
Right. That's the chemical key here, the Bohr effect. When we chronically overbreathe, especially through the mouth, we blow off too much CO2. And CO2 isn't just waste. It's actually the signal molecule that tells your red blood cells, your hemoglobin, to release the oxygen into your tissues in your brain. So if your CO2 levels are too low because you're overbreathing, the oxygen kind of stays stuck to the hemoglobin.
Ah, okay. So you could be breathing in plenty of oxygen, but if that CO2 signal is weak, your body just can't grab it and use it effectively.
Precisely. And that leads directly to feeling tired, poor focus, that brain fog, even if you thought you got a full night's sleep.
So it's like your body's running on fumes, even though the fuel truck is right there. Okay, so how do we fix this? We can't just consciously tell our brainstem to chill out while we sleep.
Exactly. You need to retrain the autopilot. And that's where the Buteyko Method principles come in. It boils down to 4 things. Breathe through your nose, breathe lightly, breathe slowly, and ultimately breathe deep into the diaphragm.
This isn't just a suggestion, it's actual physiological retraining for your brainstem's tolerance to CO2. Okay, nose breathing. But what about people who say, I can't breathe through my nose, it's always blocked? The book had a really practical tip for that, right? Yeah, the nose unblocking exercise. And it sounds almost too simple. You take a normal breath in and out through your nose, then you gently pinch your nose closed. And while holding your breath, just slowly nod your head up and down, maybe 5 to 10 times, or until you feel the urge to breathe. Then let go and breathe normally through the nose. Repeat it about 6 times. The author found it worked almost immediately for a lot of people.
It can be surprisingly effective. And to actually track your progress, to see if you are retraining that brainstem response, there's the control pause, or CP.
After a normal, quiet exhale through the nose, you pinch your nose and time how long you can comfortably hold your breath before the first definite urge to breathe hits.
Getting that CP score up to 20 seconds or more is a key indicator that your breathing patterns are becoming healthier, lighter, more normal.
And there was solid proof this works in the book. I remember reading about Kamila, 46, from Poland. She said using these techniques plus simple mouth taping at night didn't just stop her snoring, it significantly boosted her sleep quality and even helped balance her stress levels. So it's not just about airflow, it's affecting stress hormones too.
Absolutely. It's all interconnected. So boiling it all down, the big takeaway seems to be focus on light, slow nasal breathing during the day. Make that your default.
And that practice naturally carries over into the night, leading to genuinely deeper, more restorative sleep.
Exactly. And maybe one final thought to leave people with.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about social jet lag, messing up our sleep schedule on weekends. But think historically. Our ancestors likely had biphasic sleep, 2 sleep periods. Modernity, things like Edison's light bulb, really disrupted our natural rhythms, pushing us into one block.
Yeah.
Now, research shows just keeping a consistent sleep time, focusing on quantity and regularity, can cut mortality risk by something like 20%. So if consistency and quantity gives that kind of benefit, what are the potential long-term rewards for improving the quality of every single breath, day and night?
That's a really powerful question. It reframes rest completely. Maybe the challenge for everyone listening is to start paying attention to your breath today. You might just discover your own kind of bedtime sweet spot sooner than you think.